Let's go.
Metal Hammer of Doom Extra.
Good evening, everybody. You are listening to the Metal Hammer of Doom Extra. I am your host, the mandated reporter, and frankly, I'm mortified, Mr. Mark Radulich. And tonight, we are reviewing the video Slaughter Beach by my favorite band, his favorite band, Jesse Taste the Drippins, Mr. Shiny Cadillacness, big time. Juicy J.
I just listened to
band.
I listened to the Samaritan review today, and all of a sudden I realized I'm the dripping guy. I'm the guy that gets dripped on all the time.
You're in the
what
drip,
the
drip
fuck,
seat.
man?
Is that why you're down there this time? So you can taste the
there.
drippings?
Well, do you not remember? That's a joke from a previous show. Is because Jesse usually comes in second, and then you come in third, and then but like Jesse was on the bottom one, like we were like dancing on him, and and then one beginning of one show, like Jesse gets to taste the drippings tonight, and Jesse had the funniest line about like being on the bottom of our like 3-box thing here. He's like, I never would want to be on the bottom of you two again. Anyway, that's Juicy J, Jesse Starcher. How do you do, sir?
Oh man, I am ready to talk some clutch tonight, baby. It's gonna be a good one.
And that is over there, the Metal Coop, Robert Cooper. How do you do, sir?
Pretty all right, though. It's really interesting. We're going to be talking about clutch, but I don't know how to drive stick.
Anywho,
Bummer.
Yeah. Crickets. That's all right, though. If one of the 3 people that watches this laughs, thank you.
Sure. Anyway, Jesse, if we could just talk for a minute, like Clutch is our favorite band. It's my favorite band. It's your favorite band. It's one of the things that that's one of the things that like made you find me is Robert Cooper.
Right.
So Robert Cooper and I, like 100 years ago, started doing this podcast, and we were going every other week, and then I guess there was a period where there's just one. I think the new Clutch album of that year was coming out, and it might have been maybe
it was Earth Rocker.
It was Earth Rocker.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? He'd never heard any Clutch before. So I was like, hey, let's do a retrospective. I'll play all the good Clutch for you. So I'm going to go to you first, Robert Cooper. Thinking way back to the yesteryear, when we did the Clutch retrospective, what did you come away with? How did you feel?
I really fucking dug them. They definitely got added to that list of bands that, like, I don't know all their stuff, but when I see their music, I know not to turn it.
Right.
Like, I know I'm going to like it.
And that was the show, Jesse, that like you had found me through the Casual Heroes. I didn't think I had been doing the Casual Heroes that long, by the way. Like it's like that's how I found you. I was like, I don't remember being on the show that long before that all started. But such as that's what happened, I guess. But you heard our Clutch retrospective. Take over. What happened?
Yeah, well, hey, I'm listening to the Clutch retrospective. You guys are going through all of the albums. You're touching on everything that's there. And immediately I'm like, well, look, these guys are some fantastic metalheads. I've caught some earlier shows, but all of a sudden that's when I realized, like, this guy likes Clutch. These guys like Clutch. He just professed his love for Clutch, and I was like, I was super fan back then, so I'm sure I
Jesse was like, I'm not gay, but I want to marry this guy now.
So I'm sending texts and stuff to you guys about some of the, I think if I remember right, some B-sides and shit like that.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, look, yeah, I came to Clutch shortly before Elephant Riders dropped. So this is back in the old days of my last year at OU. And yeah, the 97, 98. Anyway, been a fan since then. I went and seen him in concert like 3 or 4 times. That's a lot for me.
Have you? I didn't really just see him in concert. I've seen him like a dozen times. I've probably seen them and Slayer about as many times, and it's around a dozen or so. I'm actually going to see him at the end of the month.
That's right, buddy. Yeah.
So I got into Clutch with help me with the first name of the first album, Transnational Speedway. And the big single off of that everyone knows is a Shogun named Marcus. That's how I came to him. And I've told the story before. We got tickets to like this hardcore showcase that was headlined by Biohazard, and I think Marauder was like the second band on. It's a hardcore New York punk showcase. Relax, Coop. Sorry, it can't be all black metal all the time.
And I was just thinking of the scene from Joe Dirt. That's all. That's
So
just
we
a
go
Biohazard band sticker.
So, that's funny. So we go to this hardcore showcase. It's a bunch of like little punk rock bands and hardcore New York hardcore bands and whatnot. And then towards the end of the showcase, and then like the showcase ends, and then like the main card starts, kind of like a fight. And I think I said it was Marauder and then Biohazard. They were the big headlining act. And the last band to come out of the showcase was Clutch. And we had heard some Clutch. We were familiar with Transnational Speedway, but we had no idea they were going to be on this showcase. And they played, and we fucking wrecked the Roseland Ballroom in New York City.
Nice.
Just tore that place apart. Yes, I'm a New World Samurai and a redneck nonetheless, and we fucking proved it that night. And I bought every album since. I've seen them. I saw them. I have a poster on my wall, a framed poster of the Clutch New Year's Eve show at the Trocadero with High on Fire.
Nice.
So I've been to see their New Year's Eve. I've seen them in Jersey. I've seen them at the 930 Club in DC. I saw them in Orlando. I've seen them in Orlando at a festival. I've seen them in Orlando at the House of Blues. I took my family up last year to see them in Pensacola. It was my son's first mosh pit. I told that story, right? Where he fucking went ass over tea kettle and what got he was like, "Mama, do it again." Like, easy. So yeah, just so we've done Earth Rocker, we've done Psychic Warfare. Have we done any of? Oh, we did the Book of Bad Decisions. So we've done the last 3 Clutch albums, and coming up in 2 weeks on a Monday, because I'll be at a concert later in the week, we'll be doing a 4th one. So it'll be, I believe the album is Sunrise on Slaughter Beach. The upcoming 13th studio album by Clutch comes out September 16th through Weathermaker Music, which is their studio albums. It's the first studio album since Book of Bad Decisions from 2018, making it one of their longest gaps between albums. So I don't have any sexy stories tonight, sorry. We're going to do like we did last week with Megadeth. And we're going to do a list here. Jesse found this list for me, so we're going to talk about it. What do you think about that, Jesse?
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Would you rather I talk about my my exciting and sexy weekend?
List, please.
Oh yeah, you were going to do something sexy. That's right. I forgot.
I had a really sexy weekend. Want to hear about it?
Did it have anything to do with Slaughter Beach?
Something got slaughtered.
Hey.
Oh, man, look out. Something got plowed.
All right.
Is that what they teach at the FFA over there in Ohio?
Moving on. I get myself in trouble. Every Clutch album ranked from worst to best. And this is from loudersound.com.
All right. No.
Number 12.
Already, I disagree 100%.
Yeah, this is the bullshit right here. Fuck you.
Okay. So I have no idea what's on this list. I know I told you not to even look at it.
I didn't.
So,
I'm Tabula La Rosa here, and I don't want to go ahead. So yeah, the first one here is Jam Room. Dude, Jam Room.
There's no way.
Jam Room is so good. But here's the thing. I think if you're like a traditional metalhead, like if you're just like a serious metalhead, like you have no tolerance for anything outside of the metal genre, Jam Room will piss you off for sure.
Right.
So yeah, like, I get it.
I don't remember that album because I was gonna say if anybody is the I like metal all the time person, that's me.
Well, here's the thing. At this point in Clutch's career, it's not like they weren't experimenting with going, they're not as heavy. A lot of the songs on Elephant Riders are great. Love that album, but it's not like what you were hearing on Transnational Speedway.
I was going to say like Wishbone. For Thanksgiving, we had taters. It's not exactly fucking Holy Wars. So
right. The songs that stick out on here that are way off of like
what
Clutch's
if it were?
Base.
The got taters.
Holy taters.
Somebody pass me the gravy for to put on stuffing the turkey with stuffing.
Dave
That's
Mustaine does
great.
clutch.
Here comes my racist uncle.
Anyway, we completely just shoved Jesse into the fucking pool. Go
Oh,
ahead.
that's all
Sorry.
right.
Because he's on the bottom
there was-
today.
Most likely. There was a lot of experimentation on the album, though. Gnome Enthusiast. Mark, do you know the one where he does just completely falsetto?
Yeah, he's like,
right.
Yeah, that one.
Dude,
fucking
strange.
Who Wants to Rock? Who Wants to Rock is literally, hey, I can do the whole song. Ready? I'm going to do it a cappella. Ready?
Here we go.
Hey, now, what's that smell? Hit it, Jesse.
Bow, 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 loud, loud, loud.
Just like cornbread done too well.
Oh, that's great stuff, man. Yeah. Oh, bow, 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 bow.
What you need, you know I got. So heads up. Who wants to rock? Okay, that's a whole song.
That's it.
Fucking
It's the best way to open an album.
Is that how we were demonetized on every show?
Might be. Well, so
Anyway.
yeah, I completely disagree with number 12 being Jam.
This needed to be higher. Like this is metal snobbery, is what this is.
Right, ridiculousness.
All right, and here we go, another dumb one.
Negative. I'm already disagreeing. Like I can't believe that's
Yeah.
that far down. To be honest.
First of all, this is a fucking classic, bro. Seriously, like Transnational, the one that got it all started, Shogun named Marcus, Rats, Binge and Purge, which they will not play in concert, have not played since the 90s, I think.
They're afraid somebody's gonna die.
Yeah, dude, they play. You start with that, come on, motherfucker. Motherfuckers are getting punched in throats.
Right, dude.
Babies are gonna get hit. Just people just running outside, fucking punching passerbyers.
I mean, okay, so we've got 12 albums that we have to rank. Jam Room, I already disagree with. Transnational, I think, could go up maybe a couple more spots because I've already got one that I know should have been at the bottom. That isn't.
Here's the thing. I was gonna say, not Earth Rock is amazing. The one that you and I both agreed on this. It's the one with Abraham Lincoln, I think it is. 10,000 Unstoppable Watts. Whatever the fuck name of that album was, that should have been dead last.
It better be after this one. I'll just tell you that much. It better be after.
But
this
there's no fucking way it's worse than it's better than Transnational. It's definitely not better than Jam Room. That's the bullshit.
Agreed.
All right, moving on.
Agreed.
There it is.
Yeah, Strange Cousins from the West, 2009. It just seemed like the most middle of the road.
Yeah.
It's the most middle of the road Clutch album where you could say, well, I really like those, but the rest of them I don't need them. I mean, Motherless Child, not, and I think that's a cover if I remember correctly.
I think so.
But again, it's weird and it's just doesn't feel like that.
Kind of drones.
Yeah, Let a Poor Man Be. That one's okay. I kind of dig that, but again, they're going towards the blues side of things in that album, which is, we're going to be seeing probably next. I bet you will. I didn't see it. I know you kind of scrolled down there,
and
but I wonder if it's going to be Beale Street. So let's see what the next one is.
You win the booby prize.
Oh, look at that. So again, we're going with the blues.
From fucking Beale Street to Oblivion has Electric Worry, which is like the modern Clutch
That
song.
is the song. Yeah, that is the song. Like that is the most recognized Clutch
when
song.
I talk to people and they're like not super Clutch fans, but they're Clutch fans, they're like, I like that one song. It's always Electric Worry. It's either Electric. Right. Well, actually, I went out with I met a friend for dinner the other night, and she was telling me she was a huge Clutch fan. And she's like, I like that one song. I'm like, Electric Worry. She's like, no, the other one, the Regulator.
Space Grass.
Nope.
Regulator. Oh,
yeah. She's
a Walking Dead fan then. She probably.
You are correct. So you fucking nailed it in one. Good for you, Jesse.
Yeah, that's that got so much exposure. I think it was the 3rd or 4th season where they played it in the season finale, if I remember right. And I was like, holy shit, they're playing the Regulator.
I mean, you told me about that because I don't watch The Walking Dead because zombies are for queers. But
and we support queers on the Radulich Broadcasting Network.
The views of the host don't reflect the great.
I never understood the connection, but you just piece things together for me now. I can't.
I have a beautiful mind. Anyway, just having fun, everybody. We're allies. We are LGBTQI allies.
We
especially me, who's my stupid life. Anyway, but yeah, zombies are gay, and I don't watch The Walking Dead because of it. But you told, because you're like a big zombie fan, and we watched The Walking Dead, and you're like, oh, bro, did you hear fucking Regulator on Clutch? And I'm like, no, I don't watch a gay show. So he's like, but they totally were. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm wondering how many people became Clutch fans because of that.
I bet you a lot. I mean, let's just look here real quick. As far as I've got their discography pulled up here. That song is probably, it's got to be. So yeah, it's the second most played song aside from Electric Worry.
Yeah,
it's 31 million for Electric Worry, 19 million for the Regulator.
Bill Street from, you got Mr. Shiny Cadillacness up there as your name. That, one second.
Would you like some more song titles here? I'll throw them out to you. Here we go.
I was gonna pull it up. Let me do it.
A power player. I'm a power
shut
player.
Up. Shut
the
up.
The devil and me. The devil
oh my God.
and me.
Fuck off, Jesse Starcher. You son of a bitch. All right. You can't stop progress is fucking bomb. Power Player is good. The Devil in Me, White's Very Childless. These are all fucking amazing songs. Electric Worry is the song. They did a re-recording of One Eye Dollar that was on the other good album, Jam Room, right? Mr. Shiny Cadillacness. I mean, you can't fucking go wrong with this one. You just can't. This is way too low. Should be much higher.
I think what we're going to run into is it's from worst to best, but I mean, we're going to start hitting the good albums really early, like this one, Psychic Warfare. Great album.
I was gonna say, Psychic Warfare. I don't remember our review of it, but I remember it being darn near perfect.
It was very, very well received.
I remember because between Robot Hive Exodus, which is great but extremely distinct.
Yeah, and
from other albums.
I have a very good feeling that is going to be possibly number one. Robot Hive Exodus.
You think so?
No, actually, no. It'll be number two. It'll be number two, and number one will be Blast Tyrant.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I can see where this list is going, but I'm actually, because the author of this list doesn't seem to like music, I'm actually surprised Robot Hive Exodus, which is gospel influence, isn't lower.
Right, let's shit on this one while we're at it. That doesn't surprise me.
10001. Fuck this bullshit. I can see that.
Maybe that's what they were so upset with Jam Room about, is that it was so different from the rest of the catalog. There were so many different songs on there. With what you're talking about there with Robot Hive Exodus, there's like you said, gospel influence, and it's throughout the whole album. So if they're going to experiment, well, go fucking whole hog into it.
And it's like Glory Hammer. There's a story involved with Robot Hive Exodus. Have you ever heard Neil Fallon, just, look on acid, just fucking and then the thing, was describing the science fiction story in Robot Hive Exodus. You have no idea what he's talking about, but it's talking about real beautiful minds. But yeah, Psychic Warfare was a straightforward rock and roll album, and it's great. I'm actually surprised it's this low.
A Quick Death in Texas on there.
Yeah, buddy.
Sucker for the Witch, Firebirds, Energy Weapons.
Yeah, man.
X-Ray Vision.
Fucking X-Ray Vision.
Great album. Yes.
Okay,
so
album. I'm really surprised this is as low as it is. Just because Pure Rock Fury up to that point was their mainstream success.
Okay.
Their big single off of that was Careful with That Mic.
Right.
Keep going for a second.
Okay. Well, personally, myself, I would have taken Pure Rock Fury and probably knocked it down. I don't know why. I remember when this album came out, I bought the CD, was listening to it over and over, but there's only 2 or 3 songs on here I really, really enjoy. So if this was my list, I probably would have knocked it down below Psychic Warfare for sure. I don't know if it should be coming in at 7. I think I'd have it either at 8 or 9. Looking at the paragraph, sometimes clutches are rootsy and experimental, but their default mode is balls out and all in the name of rock. Pure Rock Fury felt like fresh distillation of the band's influences, with their punk and hardcore roots scoring highly and a renewed sense of urgency propelling everything along. Yeah, I mean, Pure Rock Fury comes out after, I'm looking here. Will it come out after Coop? You know, if you got anything to say, man, you hop in there and let me know. I don't mean to be commandeering the podcast or anything like that. So this came out after Elephant Riders. Elephant Riders hit in 98. And it, as you can see, we haven't seen Elephant Riders yet. So I don't know. Coop, you look frozen, or you just aren't moving at all. Did everybody get paused? Oh, man, it's probably me. Well, Coop looks frozen. Mark's gone. Pure Rock Fury at number 7. I'll disagree. I definitely am glad it's not above Elephant Riders. And Coop has left the building. So what could be next? What do we got left? I didn't see what's coming up at number 6, but I could probably try and hazard a guess. Pure Rock Fury at number 7. Number 6 will most likely be, I bet you it will be the most. Hey, welcome back. We lost Coop. Coop froze for a second, and then he.
All right, I guess he'll come back in.
He's
eventually.
gone. Yeah. I bet you the next one's going to be, so that was number 7. I'll bet you the next one's going to be the most recent album that dropped, which was Elephant Riders at 9. Okay.
Everyone loves that. That's the, how is that not like top 5? Like, even
it's
at number 6,
almost there. It's almost there. If they're going to go with a Book of Bad Decisions above this, I don't know if I'd agree with it, because I remember I worked at Kentucky Fried Chicken from like
for
90,
Thanksgiving. We had taters
from 94. As a matter of fact, I guarantee I took taters home for Thanksgiving one time from KFC.
Were you on let me ask you a question. Were you on the losing end of the wishbone?
No, I was not, sir. From 95 to 2000. I worked there for 5 years. Anyway, 1 year, I can remember after Elephant Riders dropped, I was stuck in the cooler making coleslaw, and I sung this whole album off the top of my head. Didn't even have any. I knew it backwards and forwards, and I started at the beginning and went all the way to the end as I was making coleslaws, baby.
So I already told you. I used to work at a Jewish diner deli when I was in high school. I was very familiar with kosher coleslaw and pickles. Just buckets of that shit. Just fucking
very familiar.
Very familiar. Fucking have to hear in coleslaw. Anyway, I put some in my pants. Keep it fresh.
Oh no!
Come get the coleslaw.
Does that mean it's still kosher?
Oh, it's kosher, baby. It's kosher.
Oh boy!
What I was trying to tell you was, in all the years that I've been going to clutch shows, you play something off of Elephant Riders, motherfuckers are getting fucking wrecked. Okay, you play Elephant Riders. Everybody, because people will get kind of quiet with the new stuff. Like the later stuff, people are like, all right, this is cool, and I'm just kind of bop my head.
Yeah,
you start playing older clutch. That's when the pit starts.
Oh yeah,
like the pattern with a clutch show is they'll open with something fairly new, and and a pit will start because it's the beginning of the show. But then they keep playing new stuff, and everyone's like, it's fine. It's groovy. I'm gonna boot scoot. I'll boot scoot around the dance floor. Then they play Elephant Riders. People go fucking Braveheart. People start yelling. People start screaming. You'll never take. You can take our land, but you'll never take our freedom. And just start repping each other.
Start flashing people with their kilts.
Yes, it's just a naked fucking poly TikTok party in the mosh pit. Jesse knows. And so you play Dragonfly. People will fucking, you'll get your ass kicked in to Dragonfly. They don't play Wishbone all that much, but on the occasions they have, people jam out to that. 8 Times Over Miss October, Hell yeah.
Good stuff.
So
Good stuff.
people love this album, and anytime they play something, oh my god, Slayer, the Soap Makers, okay, like most violent pit I've ever been in, fucking Angel of Death, the Soap Makers, people,
the Soap Makers.
Like you could just be having like a jam and like really like positive, like we're all friendly here, we're all friends, we're all Clutch fans. They play the Soap Makers, and everyone's your fucking enemy. Like,
yeah, bro. Right. This album also had 3 hidden tracks on you didn't know which one you was going to get, which was really cool. Like you'd go buy the album
later in like the B-side thing, right?
I don't know if they actually showed up on any B-side like compilation or anything like that. You have to have the Japanese release.
There was like a boot or something, like an unofficial Clutch album that had the three songs on it. Yeah,
it's not on Spotify from what I know.
No, it's one of those you can only get a physical copy of it, or a physical copy if you ask my dad.
Gotcha.
All right, Earth Rocker, because I'm a Earth Rocker.
That's a good one. Poor Coop got stuck again. So Earth Rocker, a good solid album. I don't think I would put it above Elephant Riders. I think Elephant Riders for me.
No, I would switch those two. There's a couple of these I would kind of move around. I don't think Earth Rocker is top 5. I mean, it has DC Sound Attack, which is like one of my favorite songs on there.
That's one of your favorites. I remember that.
But one song does not an album make, and like Earth Rocker it's better than Strange Cousins from the West. It's less good as Psychic Warfare. I would kind of put it between there.
Okay.
With the exception of like one song.
There's a lot to love on here. So, I mean, I can't think of a really horrible song. Unto the Breach, I think that's a good song. Book Sat on Go's a good song. Oh, Isabella. There's always like one slower kind of different song.
Ballad.
Clutch puts it. Yeah. Oh, Isabella's the one on this one. So,
right.
Self-titled.
I don't understand how this is not like number 1 for somebody, because considering this has got the infamous Space Grass on it, Big News 1 and 2, Escape from the Prison Planet, which is another one people will fuck each other up during, Animal Farm, Listen Up, You Stinking Maggots.
This is my album that introduced me to Clutch.
Yeah, a lot of people. It's like it's like if you didn't get in on Transnational, this one got people. Pure Rock Fury got people. Blast Tyrant got people. Pretty much by the time they got to From Beale Street to Oblivion, you were a Clutch fan. Like I don't know if they've made new fans like since From Beale Street to Oblivion.
What spoke to me the most on this album was I'm a comic book guy. I like science fiction. Boy, you talk about science fiction elements throughout this whole album. And it's strange. The song I Have the Body of John Wilkes Booth. What a weird name for a song, but fuck if that song ain't awesome. It's a great song. Tight Like That is probably my favorite.
Hallelujah, all the people in back. Hallelujah, it's tight like that. Oh, I love that song. Dude, have you heard the acoustic version on I think like it's like a special edition Blast Tyrant where they did like a whole acoustic set. Dude, the acoustic version of Tight Like That is the dope shit.
It's completely different too. Yeah, it sounds so different, but it fucking works, man. It is like one of the best.
It's better than the original. It's weird.
I would agree. I'd agree.
All right, let's get Robert Cooper in here because you and me have just been touching each other's wieners the whole show. And we're leaving, and poor Coop's not getting any attention. This is like the threesome that I wasn't in, where we had to use code words. Like we didn't. I wasn't there. I turned. They had to use code words. Effie and Taro. If attention was needed, you'd say Effie. If you were good, you'd say Paro.
Coop, what do you think, man? We're into the top 5. We're at number 4.
I'm feeling some Effie vibe from you right now. You need attention.
Well, the funny thing is the album I remember the most is Earth Rocker because I listened to that album multiple times. Like DC Sound Attack fucking blew my pants off. Then the song I actually go to back to the most is Gone Cold.
Yeah.
I really
good one.
I fucking love that's just smooth, bluesy.
Right.
You can just listen to it and just kind of sit back and how the kids say vibe.
Yeah.
A lot of these albums,
not that I
though,
get
like,
baked or anything, but that's a good song to get baked to.
I don't get baked because I would burn down the house.
You know
I
what's
can't
funny?
be trusted.
You know, I told you, like, you know, like I listen back to the old Metal Hammer of Doom, and every time Jesse brings up getting a joint passed to him at Rage Against the Machine, and Robert Cooper like got suddenly CM Punk about the whole thing. He's like, what a guy.
Straight edge superstar.
Yeah. Well, at least I'm a lot better on the media scrum.
God, that's fucking shit show. I just got
I gotta say
today.
that's the most excited and enthralled I've been with backstage gossip in years.
Right, dude.
But yeah,
All
most
right.
of these albums we listened to like 7-8 years ago, and I don't remember a ton of a lot of them because it was
All right.
I
don't want you to feel like you're being
shotgunned
left
like 8
Sure.
albums.
Right, dude.
I don't even
Right.
think I listened to this album actually.
Yeah, I
Book
don't
of Bad
think
Decisions?
this might be just a me and Chesty. Fucking Chesty Starcher over there. It's your new nickname, Chesty Starcher. Never had one.
I'll be that.
Me and Chesty LaRue over there. We might have just reviewed Book of Bad Decisions ourselves. In walks Barbarella is fucking amazing. Like,
Well, okay.
I don't know if it's number 3 though.
Yeah, I don't think as far as the album goes as a whole, I don't think I would put this where we were, above where we were just at. I'm probably knocking it down a couple, maybe did 5 at the most. But Coop, In Walks Barbarella, Clutch, and a brass section, dude.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was, and I told Mark, I was like, they need to take some of their greatest hits and add a brass section because that speaks like volumes as to what could be added.
I know
Clutch.
I've talked about this in the past, but I want to reiterate it because maybe if I speak it enough times, it will enter the universe. I want Clutch to do like Clutch with a full orchestra.
S&M that bitch.
Just S&M that bitch, and they play at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. Can you imagine? Like if I ever have make a wish, like if I can ever just make something happen, like that's what I want. I want to see Clutch backed up by a full orchestra where they could do all the Robot Hive Exodus stuff, In Walks Barbarella, just all that shit. The acoustic tight like that, but they play it at the historic Grand Ole Opry or whatever's adjacent to it now, because I don't know if you can actually play there. But that like historic Nashville country site. How amazing would that be?
Unbelievable.
And like, but you have to have like the hardest of hardcore Clutch fans have to go, because it's seated and you can't mosh and you shouldn't act like an animal in a historic place. So, but like, how great would a show like that be? Like, they could totally pull that off.
Unbelievable.
All right.
That'd be beautiful.
Yeah, as far as Book of Bad Decisions, there's too many songs on this album that I wouldn't listen to or kind of avoid.
What's the one that
have it
Pat
at number
Gessner made
3.
fun of about like the fucking crab cakes?
Oh, it's oh my goodness, Hot Bottom Feeder, sir.
Hot
Bottom Feeder.
I played that TikTok for you, right?
Yes.
Of him doing the
it's just a recipe. It's just a recipe for crab cakes.
This really means a lot to me.
I'm all right with. I love that song.
Was it really just a recipe for crab cakes?
It's just a recipe for crab cakes.
Listen, all it is him talking about. Well, he's singing about, how to create the crab cake. Put it in the oven or put it in the fridge, sit back, drink a beer, then go and get it. 20 minutes later, I'm serious, dude. You look at it and you could follow his lyrics to the T and make crab cakes.
I love crab cakes. So sign me up.
So does my wife. Maybe you can take her on a hot date for a hot bottom feeder.
Hot bottom feeder.
Which one of us is the hot bottom feeder?
Let's see. Moving on. Robot Hive.
Moving on to number 2.
I am on the bottom after all.
No, you
are
get to taste
now.
the drippings. And because we're in a stack there in a column, it actually like drips off of Jesse onto you. So you get like secondary drippings.
Ooh, I get used drippings. Pre-owned. Gently used.
Sloppy seconds drippings.
Ugh,
Oh no. Suck.
man.
I'm always afraid these bits won't be funny.
Nasty.
Oh no. That is a felch right there, boys.
Nasty.
Already
So
vomited
this
once.
is-
Thanks.
This
I have that effect.
ended up just like I was thinking. Number 2 and number
Yeah.
1, Robot Hive Exodus, and the only one that's left is going to be
Yeah,
Cypress Hill. Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah, Cypress Hill.
fucking
I'm
clutch
thinking of
insane in the membrane.
Membrane.
I'm thinking of Cypress Grove, which
Yes,
came,
you
I
are.
think, off of Blast
All right,
Tyrant.
I
if
will.
remember
See,
right.
here's the thing. I don't know if Blast Tyrant's number 1, but it was definitely top 3 because this is another one where their sound completely changed. Like Clutch took on a whole. This reinvigorated their career, I think. Blast Tyrant brought in a bunch of new fans. I don't think there's a bad song on here. Like it's all fucking
Right.
good.
It is all balls to the wall great. I think I was telling you guys that I was watching an Eddie Guerrero biography DVD that WWE put out. I can't remember what it was called, but they like took 5 or 6 songs off of this album for that DVD, which kind of blew my mind. But yeah, every single song on this album is great.
Let's run through.
I remember
these real quick. They have Mercury,
Go for
which is good. Fucking Prophets of Doom, which everyone loves. The Mob Goes Wild, which is the video that has Bam Margera in it. Cypress Grove is fucking groovy. Promoters
Remember
groovy.
when he was relevant, boys and girls?
I do not.
Oh, I was in like middle and high school. I was like middle school right then. So he was the coolest fucking person on earth.
The Regulator, which you already talked about. Kind of skipping down, got In the Wake of the Swollen Goat, which is another groovy one. Dude, My Subtle Hustle, smooth as mother's butter.
Oh yeah.
Oh, smooth as mother's butter, Jesse.
Oh man.
All right.
It's great.
Second hand.
Smooth as secondhand drippings.
So this has the Regulator on it, just like you said.
Yeah.
That was second most listened to song off in Clutch history on Spotify. But I love Cypress Grove and Promoter, both my favorites off of here. I mean, look, the list ended up where I thought it should have been. There wasn't too much I disagreed with other than Jam Room. Jam Room should not have been that low because it was a stepping stone. The only thing I could think of, like I said, is that they just didn't like the variants from that album.
Jesse, do you have the list of albums in front of you?
Yes.
Okay. Let's rank them. Let's do our own ranking. Okay.
Oh. Now, see, I almost suggested this for the podcast before we did this tonight.
Let's do it real quick.
And,
all right.
So I don't know
what
if
are
I can do this real quick.
So that was that 12? Was it 12? I mean, this is
they had 12 listed there. Yes.
Okay. So Slaughter on what do you call it? Sunset on Slaughter Beach is the 13th album. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. We're not counting Pitchforks and Lost Needles. We're counting just full on, and we're not counting live albums. Sunrise on Slaughter Beach is the 13th. All right, so we have 12 albums we need to rank. Let's do this. Okay. Number 12. I think we can all agree. I'm going to write these down as we do them.
Strange Cousins from
the West. I think we all agree on that.
Yes. See, after this, that's like real easy. That's not a problem.
Yeah. All right.
Heading into 11, it's going to be tough. I'll go with.
I'm going to say Pyrrhic Fury.
I'll go with that. I have no problem just agreeing with you there.
Just because I know this like so much better, you know.
Right.
10.
Right.
Earth Rocker.
Earth Rocker. Okay. I mean, I personally would probably throw Book of Bad Decisions down there. I'll let you have that there, and then Book of Bad Decisions has got to go next.
Yep, agreed. All right, we're up to number 8.
Number 8 is going to be
Transnational. It's got to go somewhere.
Yeah,
and put it better.
there. Put it there. Number 7. You want to put Jam Room there, or you high on it?
Thinking, buddy. No,
right,
I'm good. I'm good with it. I'm good with it being number 7. All right, number 6. Oof.
Yeah,
it's freaking hard.
Number 6, I'll go Beale Street.
No, that's incorrect.
He loves Beale Street. Okay. Oh, really?
Oh,
Try again.
What are you going to put?
Psychic Warfare.
Psychic Warfare, and then Psychic Warfare's got some great songs on it, though. So does Beale Street with its most popular one. But
all right,
okay, if you want to go Psychic Warfare, then the next one's got to be Beale Street.
That's incorrect. The next one is Elephant Riders.
No, now you're no. I conceded. Now you have to concede, sir.
Because
that's not how this works.
Beale Street's not that low.
Beale Street's not low.
Beale Street is not that low.
Man.
Beale Street is top 3.
Negative. Already, that's a negative. Let's look at the songs on Beale Street to Oblivion, and you tell me what sticks out to you that makes it a top 3 fucking album.
Okay.
All right, Beale Street. Let me get to it here. I got to scroll. Here we go.
The answer is all of them. I'm impossible.
You want me to tell you the ones that I...
No, I don't even want to fucking argue with you anymore. I fucking hate you. Beale Street to Oblivion. Fine,
all right,
Melissa,
there we go.
Fine, Melissa, you win.
To use, so. I
don't even want to fight with you anymore. You win. Whatever.
So,
I'm going to bed.
Beale Street's at what now? What number?
Your mother.
No, that's not on the list, sir.
That's a big one, buddy.
I just want to hear you say it. Come on, say it. Say it. Number 5. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's number 5. So number 4. Now, I mean, if you really want to go with Elephant Riders, I don't think I'd have a problem with it.
Thanks, buddy.
Did we put Transnational in? We already did, didn't we? I'm not keeping track.
Okay, we did.
So then number 3's got to be Clutch.
Nope.
How?
It's got to be Robot Hive Exodus.
Let me look. There are a couple songs.
There's only 3 spaces. Okay, there's 3 spaces left. There's self-titled, Robot Hive Exodus, and Blast Tyrant.
Then we know Blast Tyrant's going to be number 1.
At the rate we're going, yes. So we're literally just haggling
it
now.
Better damn well be. Blast Tyrant's going to be number 1.
Didn't we wait a minute? Here's what's fucked up about this. Didn't we both just say Blast Tyrant shouldn't have been number 1? But okay, but I was arguing for Beale Street to Oblivion to be number 1.
I don't know why you were arguing.
Because I'm right.
Don't know why you were arguing.
I thought you were Mark.
It's Italian for right. All right, you know what?
Oh, is that really okay?
I'm putting Clutch at number 3.
I'm just at this point. I'm just going with the list. Robot Hive Exodus is number 2.
Clutch number 3. Robot Hive. See, Robot Hive has, man. There's some good songs on there, really good songs, but there's a couple that aren't.
Let me read this to you. See if like if we want to move some of these around now that we have them placed. Like, do we really agree with this?
I definitely agree with where Beale Street's at. We'll just go ahead.
I agree with where your mother's at. You son of a bitch. How could you betray me like this? Strange Cousins from the West, Pure Rock Fury, Earth Rocker, Book of Bad Decisions, Transnational, Jam Room, Psychic Warfare, Beale Street, Elephant Riders, Clutch, Robot Hive Exodus, Blast Tyrant.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with that. I made some concessions. And so did you. That is the official Metal Hammer of Doom. Coop, do you have any suggestions there? Don't fucking say anything about Beale Street.
He's like P-cells.
I really think that if you put Load and Reload together, you've got one good album if you just get rid of the chaff.
All I think about now when I think of Load and Reload is Bloody Semen, thanks to you guys.
You're welcome. If we don't get people thinking about Bloody Semen, I don't really feel like we've done the show.
I mean, what are you really doing if you don't have Bloody Semen on your brain all the time?
It's fucking what I said, man. All right, Slaughter Beach. Let me put the fucking player in here. Let's go ahead and listen to Slaughter Beach by Clutch, their latest
Slaughter Beach.
I have not watched this video.
Me either. I've heard the song a couple times.
I haven't listened to any of the new Clutch yet. I'm going in Tabula Rosa.
Ooh. Tabula Rasa?
Wait.
Yeah. That's so Neil. Just singing face first in the sand. Just so Neil.
Are they all androids? I think they're all androids.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me.
This is a very clutch song. You can feel it in my bones. This is what produces the semen
And the blood.
and the blood. Hey Jesse,
What?
remember when we did those concerts, those online concerts, and we were jamming?
Oh yeah, man. One of those concerts, remember, was like just completely guided by the fans, and we did almost the same thing with that list where we were like, "Oh, we know what's going to be next. We know what's going to be next." Because it was a countdown all the way to the best, well, the most voted, which was a great concept for an online show.
Totally was. All right, so this is like very clutch. I think they're wearing Wayland Yutani fucking jumpsuits.
I think they are too.
Great.
So clutch, very science fiction oriented. This video, very science fiction oriented.
Love it. I mean, my goodness, look at some of those videos in the past, like X-Ray Visions. Even the
from the Prison Planet.
Willie Nelson's video. I mean,
is that a Willie Nelson song?
One of the best songs that they've had, man, is it's not a Willie Nelson song. It's them singing about Willie Nelson.
That's their song. The song is called Willie Nelson.
Right.
Yeah, they do that, don't they?
And that whole video, you'd think it was going to be something that was just kind of normal. It's about Willie Nelson. No, it's about fucking Neil Fallon trying to escape some Men in Black type dudes who basically capture him and shave his beard off, if I remember correctly, or make him shave his beard off, something like that.
Did they ever catch him?
They caught him.
They nearly wrecked him.
And did they shave his beard off?
They may have. I can't remember if maybe he shaved it off, but either way, it was crazy.
Oh no! It's the giant horseshoe crab from hell.
Right. What the hell is going on?
Well, I mean, obviously, it got hit with the android goo, and
that crab launched
their
itself into
mothership.
space. That whatever.
Man.
I think I called it a crab. I'm an idiot.
That's a horseshoe crab, isn't it?
This looks like the fucking planet Thanos is from.
Thanos is sitting over there in the corner.
What up? He's just vibing.
This is I'm glad he didn't snap Clutch away.
Neil Fallon's belt buckle looks like a Kamen Rider driver, and I can take that. I'll take it.
Take it.
I will. I want that belt buckle because then I could wear it with all my dress shirts and shorts where I look like a dork at work.
So I mean, like, okay, well, there's the spaceship. I guess we're heading there.
Fucking Lando Calrissian's up there, macking on white women.
Clown City.
Clown City?
Clown City, yeah.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
What's he going to do? What does he have here? Oh, that was rude. I don't know why he did that.
Somebody worked really hard on that.
All right.
Well, that was Slaughter Beach. That was a groovy one right there. It sounded pretty good.
It was. Yep, that clutch, always solid. All right, folks. We will be doing the review for this album on Monday the 19th because Thursday I'm going to take my wife out for her birthday. It's like her birthday week.
My wife, please.
I'm taking her out Thursday. We have a sexy date night, and then I was supposed to go with my friend to go see the Rocky Horror Picture Show, but I am no longer taking my friend. So my wife, it's part of her birthday week celebration. I'm taking her to go see the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Have you went and seen that before?
Yeah, no, back when I was a kid, yeah.
I had no idea about the whole cult following and what you do.
Oh yeah, yeah, like the toilet paper and
shit. Yeah,
well,
people explain that shit to me. That's crazy.
It came up because like one of my friends was talking about how like her and her friend were big into the Rocky Horror Picture Show, but like the way they were, like, I remember when I was a youngster and there was a theater in Long Island that was doing midnight screenings of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and we just kind of threw toilet paper. They're like,
That was
I don't
it.
know, it's like BDSM fucking pagan shit going on. I'm like, what is happening here? It's like, what's happening in this Rocky Horror Picture Show? I signed up to watch a movie, not get fucked in the ass. What's going on here? It's like, seems a little much.
I mean,
Anywho.
Netflix just wants to know if you're still watching.
Still watching? Yes. Please get out of my bum.
Yes, I am, as a matter of fact.
Anywho, so I'm going to take my wife to go see the Bruin View, the Rocky Horror Picture Show at like some brewery in Orlando. And then
I've never
Saturday
finished
night
that movie.
And then Saturday night, taking my wife out to dinner again. And then it doesn't really matter. The point is, I'm not going to be around Thursday, so we're going to review Clutch Sunrise on Slaughter Beach on September 19th, which is a Monday. How about that, Jesse? And the next day, you, me, and David are going to get naked and touch each other's wieners and talk about the Orville.
Woo!
Yeah, get the old Dutch rudder going.
Man. I haven't watched any. I haven't watched any of those episodes. I'm excited, man. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I just wrapped up my season 2 rewatch of The Wire, so that's next on the old list. And actually, I got to watch Cobra Kai first, and then the Orville. All right, folks. He's the Metal Coop. That is Juicy J, Chesty LaRue, Mr. Shiny Cadillacness, Jesse Starcher. I'm the man of 1,000 sexy stories, and I'm a heartbreaker. Be well, be safe, and behave.